Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fabulous. If you are new, let me introduce myself. My name is Paola, and if you're returning, hey girl, you still alive?
Coronavirus!
Didn't get you? Honestly, I am so thankful that I've been happy and healthy throughout this whole situation, but I've had a couple little scares. I just got an email from my boss talking about how somebody from my job had a family member that had COVID-19. There's a whole bunch of people popping up, and I pray that everybody and their family and their friend group stays happy and healthy. And thank you. Anyways, so I wanted to do a girl chat. I haven't done one since January, and I asked my friends for a couple different topics that they thought it would be fun for me to cover. The first thing, should you be dating your friends? I run with a lot of women. All of my friends are women. I think the few men that I have, friendly conversation with, I would call them acquaintances. If tomorrow they stopped talking to me, it wouldn't really bother me. And I think that's where you make the decision. If this person is super important to you and you feel like you can't live without them, that being their friend is not sufficient, then I guess shoot your shot. But I think that if you are friends with somebody, but you're in a friend group, like y'all all hang out together, I wouldn't risk it, because if y'all break up, it's gonna get real awkward. The friend group is gonna have to break up. I would say don't do it, don't risk it, but that's the Capricorn in me. But if you feel that in your heart of hearts, in your soul, that this is the man of your dreams, that this is your Prince Charming or your Princess Charming or whoever, then I guess shoot your shot and see what happens. But personally, I don't think you should be doing it, especially if you got friends with that friends, and it just gets too complicated. I wouldn't do it. So the next two topics kind of go hand in hand. Giving or not giving unsolicited advice, and the art of minding your own business. I am one of those people that if you tell me your problems, I just don't know how to simply just listen. I'm very let's figure this out. This is the next step. Let's do this. And I give unsolicited advice. I don't mean to be imposing, but that's what I do. And I shouldn't do it. It's not right. A, because that person didn't ask for it. B, they don't listen to me 95% of the time. And C, it just strains the relationship because it just makes it awkward. So I'm learning to try to just hold my tongue. If someone's telling me something about their business, I'm just gonna sit there and be like, just because it's just not necessary. I'm not their parent, I'm not their mother, they're not my child, so it's not my place. I never give unsolicited advice from a malicious or patronizing place. It's simply because I hear a friend or a family member having an issue and I just simply want to help them. But I've learned you have to let people do what they want to do and how they want to do it, because you're going to frustrate yourself because A, they're not going to listen to you because they didn't ask you. And B, here's the truth. People are going to either reap the benefits or suffer the consequences of their actions. You cannot live people's lives. People can't live your life. So you just gotta let your friends do what they want to do. I think there is a time and place to check people and tell them things like girl, you look stupid, stop it. I think you should also read the room and know what kind of friend that you have, and realize that you might have a friend that does not want constructive criticism, that doesn't want unsolicited advice, and you might have to just kind of keep the interactions you have with that person pretty light and simple, because it does get frustrating if you have someone just calling you all the time with all these problems and you're just like, these are problems, I got some solutions. If you're not looking to resolve these situations, I don't want to keep hearing about it. But I've just learned, just don't do it. And if your friend keeps coming up with these problems, you're going to have to figure out how to nip it in the bud. It's the nature of the beast. Some people are just not willing to hear it or receive it well, so you just might as well save your breath. The art of minding your own business. I don't know if I can do that. I think I just have a chismosa gene. I have always loved telenovelas. I don't gossip about people, but I like listening about gossip about said people. You feel me? I'm that neighbor with the little blinds that are a little bit broken because I'm always peeping. Yeah, I haven't mastered the art of minding my own business. I think it'd be great if I did. It's kind of hard. I feel like we live in an era with the shade room, with the news, where everything is constantly in your face. Something's always dropping. There's a bombshell. But I do think minding your own business would help everybody. I think it would help unclog your mind. It would make you feel more peaceful. That when you're not minding your business, you're real stressed about other people. People stressing you out will increase your heart rate, will make your hair fall out, and that's the key of why you want to mind your own business. You don't need people stressing you out. For me, I've learned I don't follow the shade room. I try not to keep up on celebrity gossip. I fail a lot of the times, but I really try to refrain myself. Like, I'll see a photo on the shade room and I'm like, why? Why would she do this? And I will send it to my group chat, and me and my friends will like just analyze the shit out of it, right? And afterwards, I'm like, first of all, this person doesn't even know I exist. And I'm over here stressing about their life, and I'm not getting paid for it. Like yesterday when Drake dropped that photo of his baby, and I'm like, I understand genetics, but still, that's a white baby. But you see right there, that's me not minding my business, and that's me getting stressed out about someone's child. And that's not necessary. So try to not watch as much reality TV. Don't follow these shady Instagram shows or Instagram pages, and just like watch things that are more about like hobbies, how to do things, how to communicate better. So learn how to mind your own business so that your life will flourish. Dating under quarantine. Don't. If you already are in a relationship, I'm not too sure how you guys would do it, but like if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, y'all can FaceTime, you guys can use Skype, Zoom. I suggest that's how you date in the time of quarantine, is use technology for what it was meant to do, which is communicate with people, pick the phone up, call people, FaceTime, do what you need to do. But if you are not in a relationship and you are on Tinder swiping left and right, please do not meet up with people at coffee shops. Stop it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not. Don't do it. Just simply, if you want to not be bored, if that's, because I could imagine that's why you're on Tinder right now, because you don't want to be bored, because you can't actually meet that person anytime soon. Just simply text and call somebody, but do not go out. Listen, if I catch a friend who I know is single right now and in 9 months pops a baby, I'm like, you are the reason. You are the reason why I couldn't go out for 3.5 weeks, because you couldn't sit your hoe ass down for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks. It's actually more than 3 weeks. Everything's closed to the end of April, and we don't know about May yet. But if it's not a serious relationship, you don't need to see that person right now. Just text them. Send them some snaps. Quarantine goals. I have been working out most days in my house, in my room, which I'm really proud about. I've been keeping my room really clean. I've actually started reading a book, which I'm happy about. It's a book that I actually started before the quarantine and then I never finished. So, excuse me. Hopefully I'll be done before quarantine is over, whenever it decides to be over. Goals are just keeping myself not just busy, but like improving myself in other ways. I've been working on skin and hair. I've actually been trying to practice all different types of protective styling. I'm just trying to do things I never had the time to do. Realize how stupid it was not to do it before, because a lot of the stuff that I've done within a day or two. And I always said, well, I don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow. I have it tomorrow. And I really could have done it before. It was just me just putting things off and being a procrastinator. But that's pretty much it for quarantine goals. The only thing I can say about quarantine is I've realized how grateful I am and how grateful I should be. I've been blessed, and a lot of my friends, actually 2 of my closest friends, we are all working from home remotely. And most people have been laid off. Some people have to file for unemployment and they have to wait for that stimulus check. I've been blessed. They've been blessed to be working from home. My cousin's been blessed to be working from home. I think I just could not imagine being in such a scary time and not know when my next check was coming. I know a lot of these companies, I know landlords, credit cards, banks, they have delayed taking payments, so you can delay or put in forbearance your payments. So I'm glad about that, but I am just glad that financially I don't have that hovering over my head. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful I haven't gotten sick. I'm so thankful my mother hasn't gotten sick. Most people that I know have not gotten sick. I'm just so thankful that it's sad to say that I'm just somebody watching the news and just seeing what's going on. I do go out for groceries, and when I go, nobody's practicing social distancing. I went to BJ's on Friday, right? And I'm like, cool, I got my gloves on. I do not wear a mask because people who are sick are the ones who should be wearing masks, but whatever. whatever, you do you, boo. So I'm at the line. There's like little red stripes that are 6 feet apart, right? So people know to not go in between them, to give each other space. So you have to wait to get called. I get called and I go and I start putting my stuff. And as I go to the cash register to give my BJ card, she starts scanning it. The next guy gets called over. He passes the red line and starts putting stuff next to my stuff. And when I tell you we were like about to bump shoulders, I was just like, and everyone was just like looking at him like, are you confused? And he goes, what? And I'm like, and like in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to be that paranoid person, but like, please back up. Please back up 4.5 feet. Let's just abide by the rules just for a little bit. So please practice social distancing. Wash your hands. I actually remember last year when I did a video, I talked about how hand sanitizer is not the replacement for soap. If you can, wash your hands with warm water and soap. And if anything, if you go out, use hand sanitizer, okay? If you're home, do not let certain practices go to the wayside. If you were meal prepping before you went to school or work on Sundays, continue to do that. Do not stop that, because what happens is you break this habit, and when it's time to go back to school or it's time to go back to work, you won't be able to pick that up. Take this time to make habits. And for me, I'm trying to set up the habit of me working out every other day or every 2 days.
Coronavirus!
Time of Corona. I think we can learn how to be human again. So what can we do now that we're quarantined and we lack human connection? I suggest you start calling people. I don't say text them. Please call your friends. Actually call them. Like, dial their number. Wait for the phone. Let it ring. They'll pick up and they'll be like, hello? Because everyone's confused because people don't call anybody anymore. But I love phone calls, so it's not my problem. So I challenge you, if you haven't heard from a friend, you call them. Don't wait for them to call you. If you haven't spoken to your grandma in the past 3 days, call your grandma. If you still have your grandma, just call people and try to do different things. In my friend group, we have what we call a Spanish hour on our WhatsApp group. So from 6 to 7, all we do is speak in Espanol. And that's what we do. We're practicing our Spanish speaking skills with ourselves. But my friend who lives in DC is in the group, so it's like a great way to keep in contact with her. My other friend Esther's in the group too, and she lives like maybe 15 minutes away. But we're in constant communication. It doesn't even feel like we're being quarantined. I feel like they're still my friends. Start a virtual book club. If you have Uno cards, you can FaceTime somebody and just play Uno with them. A show or a movie that you're gonna binge watch together, obviously remotely, and then discuss it. Like the Tiger King, me and my friend Margaret are obsessed with it. The same way we were obsessed with Love is Blind. The quarantine is not the end all be all of my friendships, and I'm going to continue to reach out to people. I'm still going to show them that I love them and that I miss them and I care about them. Once Miss Rona decides she's going to be good and gone, then we'll go out. We'll go to brunch. We'll get cute. We'll do whatever. We'll enjoy the summer. Until then, I'm not going to deprive myself of my friends and my family, and neither should you. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, leave me a thumbs down and leave me a comment why you didn't like this video. I'm open to constructive criticism. So if there's something that you feel like I kind of glazed over vaguely or I could have better discussed, as long as it's not like an evil or mean comment, then I will live and I'll read it and I'll take it into consideration. If you do not mind, if you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will try to upload soon and you will catch me in the next one. Alrighty, God bless you and have a great day. Bye.